So I think we're ready for the first fight. It's the Ginn brothers, right?
Yes, the brothers Ginn, John the Turtle Ginn, Jimmy Two Shoes, Jimmy Ginn. It is, they're about a year apart. Jimmy Two Shoes is in the National Guard. John is your classic burnout, plays video games till 5 a.m. His parents hate him.
So anyways, let's get into Rough and Rowdy. Number 4 from Youngstown. Unbelievable night. I don't think, I'm telling you, I can't even believe I get paid to do that shit. It's just like, it's so much fucking fun. And I don't know. It's just, you're just hanging out, watching people beat the shit out of each other. What's not to like? Like, I don't know. You just sit there watching the fights. And even the ones that are bad, they're hilarious. First of all, the fight card started off, it had 2 brothers, like blood brothers, fighting each other. And in their promo videos, one was saying that my mother never loved me. You know, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, this guy's the victim of the family. And then his brother gets on and confirms it. Goes, yeah, she fucking hates him. You know, always hated him, right? All he does is sit around and play video games, and I'm in the National Guard, and I'm out here crushing it. So the brother, when in his, you know, little, what do you call it, Ric Flair sort of promo video, he said that the military's overrated. They're they're soft.
2 brothers will be battling out to see who's the alpha of the Burr Canal. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. Just yesterday, he said the modern military is soft. He sits around and plays Fortnite games all goddamn day. His mom said he's her least favorite child.
It's fucking hilarious. Trashing his brother, and then they went out there and they beat the shit out of each other, and I had to root for the older brother because there's this unwritten rule. I don't know if it's something somebody told me or this is just how I felt. You can never let your younger brother beat you up. You just cannot. You cannot ever let that happen. You have to be in the mindset of, you know, you're going to have to murder me, and I know you don't want to go to jail. That's where you have to be mentally. You just can't have it. You cannot fucking let that happen. And I sat there and I watched it happen on pay-per-view. And I got to tell you, as an older brother, it made me sick. Great fight, though. A couple of Youngstown firemen. Jesus Christ. One went in there and just fucking knocked this guy out. It was the first time I saw a guy really get knocked out where he went to get back up again and went back down again. First of all, he when he first went down, he was doing that thing. Do you know how Bill Gates tried to do? What's that thing that the guy from the Carolina Panthers would do after a touchdown? It was a really easy sort of move, which is why white people have ruined it so quickly. You sort of bring your arms out to the side. Dapping? Is that what they call it? Yeah, he looked like he was doing that the way Bill Gates did, where he didn't have his elbow bent. He just draped it across his eyes like the sun was beaming down there. He was laying there like that. And then he rolled over and he went to get up. And he went fucking back down again. And it was, yeah, that happened. And then what else? What were some of the other highlights? Oh, Pig versus Punk, the cop fighting the skateboarder. The skateboarder proved he was a punk. He didn't show up. So at the last second, they got a bouncer. So you got a cop and you got a bouncer. Who's kidding who? A bouncer is just a cop that never went pro, right? So it's a lot of overlap. So they fucking get it in the ring, and oh my, the cop, first of all, I didn't realize he had lost his job because he did a drive along, or ride along, whatever the fuck you call it. And somehow the mayor got wind of it, and he didn't fucking like it. So they fired the guy, and I got to tell you, Barstool Sports paid 2 years of the guy's salary.
Ryan Young, who got fired.
Yep.
Part-time cop. We doubled his salary. We're supposed to fight a skateboarder. The skateboarder kind of pussied out. Frankly, I think the skateboarder never was going to show up, but he's like, I want to get paid. Yeah, but dude, you didn't lose your job.
Right.
So unfortunately for Ryan, he's fighting a much tougher guy.
Yes. A guy who means business.
And here he is.
This is the bouncer.
And anyways, he went in there, and Jesus Christ. And this was he fought a bouncer. Now, granted, the guy didn't fucking have any time to prepare. And it looked like it. Holy shit. This guy was fast, strong, knew what the fuck he was doing, had decent footwork. I mean, you figure, you know, they're cops. They teach them some of that MMA shit, little stand-up, little how to choke a guy out or whatever. And he beat the shit out of this fucking guy. But I got to tell you, the bouncer could take a punch, man. He ate all of them until the last one. And then that was kind of it. And then the cop got off out of the ring, and everyone's going like, reinstate.
Crowd chanting reinstate.
Wow, what a moment.
Frankie, get the crowd.
Hold on. Yeah, let's get Pat go to Pat in the ring.
Like, give him his fucking job back. And then he proceeded in the post-interview, I think, to ruin any chance of ever getting a job as a cop anywhere. They said to him, they go, hey, so are you upset, you know, that the mayor, you know, stepped in and said to your police chief, either it's you or him, are you upset with him? Now, what he should have said was like, listen, there's a lot of variables involved. I have respect for the office of the mayor and the mayor himself. He did what he felt was best, and I'm not going to argue with that. I'm just happy to have the opportunity to come down here and give the people of Youngstown some entertainment. That's what he should have said, but he didn't. Like, are you upset with the mayor? He's just like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I was fucking mad. I brought that fucking anger in there.
I'm here with former Officer Young. Was that a message to the mayor who booted you off of the police force?
I don't even care. I don't.
That was one of the most savage beatings we've ever seen at Rough and Rowdy. What got into you?
I just let out the beast, man. All that anger for the past month that's been going on, losing my job, all that other shit. I just said, fuck it. Let's go out there and decide to kill somebody.
Just like, all right. That's a wrap on the criminal justice. Well, who knows? I will just say the tape is out there. So if anybody ever, like, were to do some sort of, I don't know, internet search on him. But I think they kind of just checked to see, you know, if you were watching any porn. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention Pat McAfee, former punter of the cunty Indianapolis Colts. Dude, that guy absolutely crushed it. He was the MC for all the major. They had like 4 or 5 major fights, and he would go into the ring and do the announcements, and he was fucking hilarious. Hilarious. This one guy went in, we'll just say his name was Edward Robinson II. And he was like, standing in the red corner in the sloppy gray shorts. And he goes, listen to this whole fucking thing. He would like make fun of you. And then he says the guy's name. He says Edward Robinson II. The second. There was more than one.
David Olszewski the second. There was another one. And in the blue corner,
There was another one.
about
I'm butchering his delivery. But he just the way he fucking ripped apart the fact that this guy went by the second. The fact that he repeated the second again and then tagged it with there was more than one. Just so intelligently and so succinctly fucking basically says what everybody thinks when they hear the second. It's like, who gives a fuck? Why are you acting like you're Henry VIII? You know, like you're some fucking king. You're just some fucking jackass. Nobody gives a fuck. And then he did that too with the felon. He is a two-time convicted felon. So anyways, Gay Pat goes in there. And I'm not going to lie to you, everybody was nervous. Because it was this guy, he's saying all this fucking homophobic shit. I know he was also playing a role. He was also helping, sell the fight and everything. But, like, nobody wanted to see that, And I was really happy that the whole crowd was on Pat's side. They were chanting his name, Gay Pat, Gay Pat.
Oh, this is it. Big fight.
Crowd chanting Gay Pat.
Right? There was another one. They had these 2 fat guys fight. And one of the fat guys was beating the shit out of the other guy who went by the Dale Show. And his name was not Dale. And he was getting the shit kicked out of him. And then the other dude had to stop because he was so fat that the headgear was choking him.
NyQuil can't breathe. He's saying he's getting
I know what it is. It's the headgear. The headgear necklace is not big enough, so it's choking him. You see it? You see underneath his chin? He's saying the headgear is choking him.
And what killed me was it was like sort of looked like it was underneath the bottom of his jaw. But who am I to say that it wasn't? It was probably the combination of the strap under the jaw and the 8 pounds of blubber around the guy's neck. And there was a lot of fucking wild-eyed people getting pumped up and then wasting their energy trying to turn fear into courage. You know, like there was one guy, he came out and he's just swinging wildly and he got a couple of punches in and then like his headgear got messed up, so they had to, you know, have a quick stoppage. And as they were fixing it, he was going like, yeah, like flipping out. And like, whoa, this guy's fucking crazy.
Oh, there's anger. He's getting mad at everybody. I like this
Crazy
guy.
eyes. Crazy eyes.
That was Jason Witten running down the field without his helmet on.
He was mad at the headgear.
And then I don't think he landed another punch for the rest of the fight. I think he let out all of that fucking energy and that was over. So anyways, and this is all coming from a guy who would get the shit kicked out of him by any of these people, okay? So anyways, Gay Pat comes in and he was just totally fucking calm.
He's focused.
He is so focused.
So focused.
Went in there, and then I saw the convict go in. I'm like, he's not that big.
He just had difficulty getting the ring. He's not as big.
He's only 5'8", 180, so he's a little stocky, but he's not that tall. And Gay Pat is 6'4", $180, so they weighed the same. So everybody knew that the convict was going to bull rush him and everything. And I got to tell you, Gay Pat fought a filthy fight. Mayweather would have been envious with the amount of elbows this guy threw. Forearms to the face. He was leaning on him. He used his height. He had a tremendous fucking strategy. His corner was great. They trained him, and he came out with the victory. And he got some good shots in there, too. It was great. It was one of the and it was such a fucking relief that he won. Because, yeah, I was getting nervous that if he just came in and took an overhand right and was knocked out really bad and then the crowd was actually against him, like that could have got really ugly. So kind of dancing between the raindrops on that one. But I want to thank everybody at Barstool Sports for letting me do that. I literally, when I saw the arena, I just started smiling. Like, I can't believe, you know, I go to a zillion sporting events. I've always wanted to be in the broadcast booth. Now, I know this is, you know, not at the professional level, but neither am I.
I mean, we talked before the fight. We're like, hey, if you lose, you're gay. And I mean, you lost.
Still not good. It's a good fight, good competitor.
These guys are gay for sure, man.
Oh, my God, I almost forgot fucking Raccoon Boy. This guy went by Raccoon Boy. He would wear a fucking raccoon hat like Davy fucking Crockett, and for whatever reason, he came down the aisle in a trash can. One of those recycle fucking trash cans. He was in there peeking out like a fucking raccoon, and they wheeled him down while they did his intro, and then he tried to get his big body out of there with boxing gloves on, and it was some of the best comedy I've seen in a while. He was very upset that they didn't let him wear his leather vest.
They're making him take it off. He wants to wear it.
Oh,
He's mad. Raccoon Boy's mad. Built an excuse, though.
he's got basically a hair vest going on as well.
Which I thought in a very subtle way was him giving support to Gay Pat, because it was very Al Pacino cruising. It didn't look like a biker vest. I guess when you're shirtless, you know, he looked like a fat Freddie Mercury. You know, if Freddie lived and continued to eat steak bombs, or started, I should say. He was always in good shape, right? So anyways, and he went in there and he got exterminated.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we're here with Raccoon Boy. You just lost the fight, but the people love you. Does it really feel like a loss?
No, I feel like I won the hearts of America, and I'm really happy I get to go back home after this. And there's nowhere I'd rather be right now than right here.
Out of the city, somewhere far away from this place, cause I can bear another day, an hour up in this place. I can't bear to see my face in the mirror's reflection, cause all I see is a failure and a life of deception. I hate the light that's reflecting, but I gotta do what I do. I need a new life, Lord help a young soul to get through. New life.